Okay, chapter 6, problem 7. So it looks bigger and it looks different, but it's not. Okay, that's the important thing to remember. It's actually the exact same problem that we just did. It doesn't have the neat little graph, but you could draw the graph from this if you like the graph. Okay, Ford-Bell Corporation is a one-year contract to supply motors for all refrigerators produced by the Ice Age Corporation. Ice Age manufactures the refrigerators at 4 locations around the country: Boston, Dallas, LA, and St. Paul. Plans call for the following numbers and thousands of refrigerators to be produced at each location. Okay, and then those are the ones being produced. So, and then so these are going to be the, I'll just keep on going. Ford-Bell's 3 plants are capable of producing the motors. The plants for production capacities in thousands are Denver, Atlanta, Chicago. Because of varying production and transportation costs, the profit the Ford-Bell earns on each of 1,000 units depends on which plant produced the lot and which destination it was shipped to. The following table gives the accounting department estimates of the profit per unit. Shipments will be made of lots of 1,000 units. Okay, so let's tackle this. There may be a couple subtle differences. So where things are being produced, let's go. Let's start at 3A3. We're going to go produced. Where are things being produced? I know I read through that fast and you guys haven't had a chance to read it, so I'll just tell you. Denver, Atlanta, the ATL, and Chicago. Okay? And you're going to end up with, and then the places where it's going to be, I don't even remember how to ship to.
The graph.
Yeah.
Boston, Dallas,
Yeah, Boston, Dallas, LA, and St. Paul. St. P. All right. Now we have the total. It gives us the totals, 50, 70, 60, and 80. Right? So the total for Boston down here is 50. This is just right out of the book. Dallas, 70. LA, 60. St. Paul, 80. Okay, and the totals for Denver, 100. 100 for Atlanta, and 150 for Chicago. Okay, and these over here are capacities. You don't need this word. You can completely ignore this if you want. It won't make a difference on whether or not you get it right or not. And these are fridges. But that's how I chose to label it. Like I said, you don't need to label those if you don't want to. It won't make a difference. So now we have to enter in that chart it gave us, that third chart. In actuality, I could have just skipped to that chart and entered it in just like that. That's usually what you do. So you guys are tracking with me. You see where I am with that chart at the bottom that looks just like our chart here. So we enter in all of those. In this case, these are profits. 7, 20, 8. So we got to enter it. A lot of these problems now are all data entry. Okay, much more so than the last kind of problems. The last kind of problems, they just gave you a few numbers and you had 100,000 things you could do with them. Now it's a lot more data, so you have to be extremely careful on how you enter in the numbers. One wrong digit, it won't work. So be diligent on that. So now we do the cut and paste. So we're going to paste it here into 9. And then I'm going to dump all the data because it doesn't help us. Okay, you guys with me? All right. We convert to our yellow cells. Now we do just what we did on the last one. We sum right above it. If you set this up right, you only have to do it once. Sum, equal sign, and then the reference, just like we did on the last one, the reference to the total right above it. Okay. Highlight them and drag them across. If somebody needs me to slow down, yell.
Stop.
You guys with me? Okay, I'll stop until I see you guys stop typing a little bit.
Wait, is the sum on the fridges or then the fridges is just 0, right?
Yeah, it'll come out at 0 since you have no numbers in the yellow. That's correct. You can enter, remember, you can always enter dummy numbers into the yellow just if it makes you feel better, so you can make sure things work. That's always an option. Good? Getting there?
How do you mass delete
Yeah.
like a group?
Oh, just highlight it and then press the delete key on your keyboard. Or just,
It only does one for mine.
okay, that would be a Mac thing.
FN.
F-
FN delete?
Function delete.
If you have a PC, you have your delete key. If Mac, it's FN delete. Okay, thanks for the tip. Okay, everybody, I see a lot of people stopping typing, so I'm assuming you're with me. Okay, so now we do the horizontal. We sum those 4 cells. We do less than or equal to. Now the only place, and then we reference the cell up above it. And then we'll drag all these down. The place where you might get tripped up on these is if the language is such that maybe the language or the wording in the problem indicates that maybe those are greater than or less. I mean, you do have to read the problem and make sure it fits, but the basic structure will stay the same. And under 17 down here, we'll do total cost. And we do our sum product. Parentheses, highlight those, comma, highlight that block, close. I'll leave that up there for a second.
This is going to be maximization, right?
That's right. That's the trick, because this one's profit, so you're going to max. Okay, we good? Okay, so let's go to data. Oh, I didn't turn it red. Sorry. I know you guys probably don't care, but it's good practice for me. All right, data, solver, changing the red cell, maximize profit, change the yellow, add your constraints. Isn't it nice not to have to do your constraints separate? Add less than or equal to is already done. Add this. Okay. Set it to linear. Solve. Solver found a solution. How'd we do? We good? Got it? Okay. Anybody not get it that needs me to take a look? This will be one of those things when you don't get it. It's just a matter of troubleshooting. The concepts are usually pretty much there. All right, let's do a couple practice problems. Let's do 4 and 8. practice problems 4 and 8. Typically, you guys should be able to finish these in 10 to 20 minutes. And once you finish those, and you can work together if you want on them, you're free to move on to the midterm. And I'm assuming I don't think anybody submitted it, so I'm assuming you all have some hours to put in on that, or time or minutes or whatever you choose. Hopefully minutes, that's right. I hope it's minutes too. You can move on to that afterwards. I'm here to help if you want any help with these problems.
What about help with midterm?
Help with the midterm, I can give you a lot of encouragement.
Hours, minutes.
4 and 8. 4 and 8. I'll write them up here so you don't have to remember.